Facebook, YouTube, live. Hope we're all good. Hope we're all well. It is Thursday, the 27th of March. Can you believe it? We are so close to April. Oh, first 3 months of the year, boxed off, done and dusted pretty much. Clocks go forward on Saturday. Sunday morning, technically. Can't wait for that. That'll be all good. Nice lighter nights. 8 p.m. it'll be light till then, which is fantastic. Anyway, yeah, how are we all? Are we all good? Are we all happy? Are we all healthy? Are we all well? I'll do a top 5 on TikTok very, very shortly. And then we'll just, get waffling on. Let's have a look at some... someone's asking me about my supplements yesterday, so they're all out and about on the side here, so we might as well... get them out and get them set up for you guys. I'm a little bit late this morning. Got collared by the neighbour as I landed up. I've been to the gym. Rachel's away on a work conference today. She's back tomorrow in Manchester. So I dropped off at the train station. I've nipped to the... So I nipped to the gym and trained, and then nipped into Aldi, and just got back now. I'm starving. I wanted to give myself time, but I'm trying not to, just for controlling appetite. Yeah, I'm absolutely starving this morning, but I'm going to wait and have my breakfast after this live. I do like to get a good amount of carbs into my system within an hour of training. It's going to be a little bit later than that, but I'm really trying to control my calories today. Trying to bank a few more. I'm not saying I've been good with my calories. I bank calories every day. I just seem to have had a little bit more of a calorific week this week. Nothing major at all, but certainly a bit more than last week. So my mission is, today is to have 2,000 calories today, which is still a good amount of calories. Don't get me wrong, but my mission is to sort of have no more than that. So I'm trying not to eat too early. I'm gonna have breakfast about 10:30. Then we'll have lunch at about probably 1 o'clock. We'll have tea at about 5:30, 6-ish maybe. I'm going to do a live tonight. I think I scheduled it in 8 p.m. I'm probably going to do it about 7:30. I'll see where I get to with time. You know me, I'm not the best timekeeper in the world. And then we go, right, let's do the top 5 on TikTok this morning. Number 1 is, who's number 1 this morning? Sheila's in at number 1. Hannah's in at number 2. Stefan's in at number 3. Jambi is in at number 4. And Anna is in at number 5. Good morning, guys. You are my top 5 this morning. Thank you for coming and jumping straight on and saying hello. Paul is in. Good morning. Lynn, Lauren, Lisa, good morning. Kirsty, good morning. Send your message, Kirsty. Yes, absolutely fine. Check in when you want to this week. No worries at all. I will message you back later. I've not gone through any of my WhatsApps this morning yet. Kelly Season, good morning. Calories don't count for me today, I'm assuming. Happy birthday, Anna. Hope you have a fantastic day and you're absolutely spot on. Somebody, good morning. Amy, good morning. Check-in day tomorrow, Friday, but check-ins are never set in stone. If you come on my one-to-one plan and you need to check in on a Thursday for whatever reason, or you want to check in on a Saturday morning, not a problem at all. I'm not doing a live on a Saturday morning anymore, but I will be doing an hour's worth of work at some point on a Saturday. Previously I was kind of going to the gym, doing my spin class coming on. But recently, last week, Rachel come to the gym, and then afterwards, and I think we're going to do the same this week, we're going to go to the gym, do my spin. Rachel's going to go to the gym, and then we're going to go shopping afterwards. So I am working on a Saturday. There's no real cut-off, but if your check-in on a Saturday does come in after 12 p.m., right, I'll be doing that Monday. So any check-ins that come in previous 12 p.m., any messages that I'll get them done on Saturday at some point. But any messages that come in or check-ins, so it'll just be your feedback will be on Monday, yeah? Right, let's... Emma, good morning. Faye, good morning. Right, anyone else in? No, we're all good. Right, we're on track. So yeah, so we're 4 days into the week. I've had a good week this week, but yeah, like I say, been a little bit more calorific. Maybe a knock-on effect of last week was really low. Maybe a little knock-on effect of that. I haven't really, if I'm being honest with you, it hasn't been a case of me having a few more calories this week because I've been any more hungry. I think I've just had some slightly more calorific food. Like my mum came for tea on Tuesday night and we had scampi and chips, right? Absolutely top tier tea, scampi and chips. And homemade fries. I did homemade air fried chips, homemade mushy peas, scampi in a bag. But you know what? You scampi, it's not a lean protein. It's not. I had 250 grams of it. I had a whole bag of scampi. And this is why we do need to aim more towards lean proteins. Like I say, once a week, twice, fine, not an issue at all. But the leaner the protein is, so why is scampi not lean protein? Well, to be honest with you, it's probably as much carbs as it is probably because it's covered in breadcrumbs. But so Tuesday, I only banked 250 calories on Tuesday. I'm just having a little scan through now. Yeah, I didn't really eat any more. Actually, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't really eat any more than I would do normally, but my tea was 1,000 calories. So I ended up having a full bag of scampi, which was 500 calories. Then mushy peas and chips. And I also had a slice of bread with it, actually, to be honest with you, as well. And then my mum always likes a bit of pudding, so I just had a scoop of ice cream with a little bit of chocolate sauce on it. So, yeah, normally for my tea, so for example, Monday night, if I did tea and anything tea time onwards, Monday, I had 746 calories, right? Tuesday, I had about 1,200 calories. So just a few, quite a bit more. So my banking just wasn't quite as good. And then Wednesday, yesterday, to be honest with you, my diary looks pretty bare. But again, we went for a KFC last night. I tried the new rice bowl, but I had a rice bowl, and I also had a supercharger wrap. So that's nearly 900 calories. And then I had half of Rachel's chips. So I'm at 1,030 calories again for my tea last night. So I've just had, a couple of more calorific days than I have done normally. So anyway, I'm the prize. I've put my breakfast, lunch, and tea in today. And it is, in fact, my tea is going to be bigger than what I've put in. My tea is going to be bigger than what I've put in. My tea is actually going to be 225 grams, I think. Let me put that in there. Let's see where that takes me to. Yeah. So I've put my breakfast, lunch, and tea today at 1,600 calories. And then I've got another 200 calories to play with, basically. So I've got 200 calories to play with. We're going to try the new Jim Kitchen Peri Peri chicken sausages for lunch. And they will be coming to a worth of calories very, very soon. So yeah, if we do end up during the week having maybe the odd day that's a bit more calorific, there's no need to panic because you can just make it up at other periods of time. And at the end of the day, my thing is, obviously I like to bank calories Monday to Friday and then have a few more calories at the weekend. The few more calories I have at the weekend is just what I end up with. Last week, I ended up going into the weekend with over 3,000 calories. This week, I'm probably going to end up going into the weekend with 2,000 something. I don't know, actually. Let's have a look. I'm going to have another 400 calories today. Let me go back into my week view. So after today, actually, if I'm being on, no, I'm going to have another 400 calories. So I'll have banked 1,900 calories after today. So I'll have banked 1,900 calories. So whatever I bank tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be about, I normally have a few more calories on a Friday, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. So I'm probably going to be probably taking about a couple of thousand calories into the weekend. What's happening this weekend? Don't know, actually. We have booked Hickories for Saturday night. And I wanted to do the platter for one. Right, it's 2,600 calories. So whether I'm going to have enough calories to do that, I don't know. So obviously I banked 2,000 calories, or I'm going to bank at least 2,000 calories for the weekend. I normally have 600 to 800 calories for my tea. So if I do have the platter at Hickories, it's pretty much going to be using all my banked calories, which is fine. It just means that for that one platter plus my tea allowance. So it just means I'll have to be a bit more conscious breakfast and lunch, and Sunday definitely might just be one higher calorie day this week. But I'll decide on Saturday. We actually had a chat last night. We might not go. We kind of booked it spur of the moment. We might not go. We don't know yet. Anyway, let's scan up. Have you tried the Muscle Food meals? Currently £49 for 20 meals. So the Muscle Food meals I reviewed. I was actually paid. I'll hold my hands up. I was paid by Muscle Food to go and buy the meals when they came out in Heron Foods. I think in 2023. It wasn't last year. I think it was the year before. And I had tried them. And in all honesty, they're pretty decent. They are for the calories. I can't remember. There were some that were really good, some that were bang average, if I'm being honest with you. I think the Thai curry one, and I always say this, if you watch my Word to Calories videos, Thai green chicken curry thing always works really, really well when it comes to Alexa, show front spotlight cam. It always works really, really well. Sorry, I've just got someone on the drive. I think I'm just having a look. Is Alexa working? No, maybe not. Alexa, show front spotlight cam. Yeah, so they were good, but I've not had them for ages. But for the calories, for what they are, they were pretty decent. They were pretty decent. I'll be honest with you, they weren't bad at all. And that is cheap. £49 for 20 meals. You're talking what? And they're frozen. They come frozen, so there's no sort of shelf life on them, as it were. What? Just over £2 a meal? Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. I think that's pretty decent. How much weight is a good amount to lose per week, mate? I'm 18 stone 6. 18 stone 6 depends what your movement is. A pound a week's decently. Look, we always go, I want to lose £2 a week. I want to lose £3 a week. Honestly, a pound a week is is decent. That's what I think is healthy and sustainable fat loss. Now, the heavier we are, or if we have a really good level of movement, we can possibly push that a little bit more. I'm currently losing £2 a week of body fat. And I'm around your weight. I'm a little bit heavier than you, Lee, but around your weight. And I'm currently losing £2 a week of body fat. But I'm still eating 2,500 calories a day on average to lose that. So, I would always aim for a pound a week. At the end of the day, Lee, if you lost a pound a week from now until this time next year, you're going to be 14 stone 6. And I'm sure you'd be buzzing with that. Right? So, yeah. And like I say, if you lose any more because you've got a really good level, and that's what you want. You always want to be eating a decent amount of calories. If you want to put the effort in to increase your deficit because you're doing, come on, you come in and say hello. Come on. Needy cockapoos here. Because you're doing a decent level of, what are you doing now? You can't stand on my desk, Blossom. I mean, it's not a hygiene thing. I don't eat off here, but you're just blocking everything. All right, you're sniffing the camera. Hello. Yeah, so a pound a week, mate. If you lose any more, it's a bonus. But just make sure you can't see you're blocking the camera. Now, you've got to either sit here or go down. What are you doing? Why do you smell the soil? What have you been doing? Have you been digging? You've been digging. Yeah, so a pound a week. Pound a week's good. Fine, Bloss. We love the Blossom content. Yeah, well, she's here a lot now. She used to live with her mum. Not live with her mum. It's not like we were separated or anything. But basically, when Rachel was in her office in the house, Blossom was with Rachel. Now Rachel's not here because she's at work. Yeah, she mithers me all the time. But anyway, yeah, she'll always if I'm doing a live, she'll make an appearance unless I put her in a crate. I popped her in a crate yesterday when I was doing my podcast because I can't have her jumping on my knee while I'm trying to film the podcast. New podcast is out today, by the way. We'll have that out later. Would you do a review on OxyShred energy drinks on TikTok? I think I've had them before, and I think they're just all right. I've not got them, and I don't know if they're. OxyShred used to be a fat burner, and it was just absolute garbage stuff. But I don't know if they've rebranded or rechecked. You know, everyone's like OxyShred, fat burning, slimming, and all this that and the other. If you're wondering if you want me to review it in this, burning. Let me have a look at. I'm having a look at the at what it says now. Is it a powder? Or is it an actual can energy drink? There's both here. But yeah, if they're claiming that it's great, I mean, I'm reading one here. EHP Labs, OxyShred official by EHP Labs. Burn and shred, boost performance and metabolism, increase energy, and suppress cravings. All ingredients have been highly considered and are science backed. Anyway, so why would any energy drink, right, will boost your performance, increase your metabolism, and suppress your cravings? Why? Because they contain caffeine. You'll get exactly the same effects if you drink coffee. Caffeine is a natural appetite suppressant, right? Caffeine is also a natural energy booster because it's a stimulant. And if you have something that stimulates your body, it will increase your heart rate a little bit. And that, while it's in your system, will increase your metabolism. Does it increase your metabolism enough to lose it? Does it? Right? It's literally, you know, if my metabolism is about 100 calories an hour, right? That's what my calories burn. As soon as I down a Monster, it might be 105 calories, 110 calories for the first hour. It then might be 105 calories for the second hour, then 103, then 102, and so on as it comes out of my system. So when you read these things, you know, technically, yeah, it's a stimulant. Right? It's got caffeine in it. So whether you have a black coffee or a Monster Energy or a sugar-free Red Bull or whatever, yeah, that will, while that caffeine, certainly when it's at its potency in your body, also it depends on how much you are used to caffeine because we can build up an immunity to it. It will improve your performance. That's why I have a Monster Energy. Sometimes it's a placebo effect, but I have a Monster Energy before I go to the gym. And does that make me train a bit better? Again, if it's a placebo effect, I don't care. I just enjoy Monster Energy. Will it increase my metabolism a smidge? Yes. Will it suppress my appetite for yes. But if you think that's going to make a massive difference to your journey, no, it won't. Your Lucky Blossom is not my brother's dog as she jumped in muddy water. Do you know what? I'm pretty, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not really a swimmer, Blossom, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because we've never taken her anywhere to swim. I take her down my lane and let her run in the field, and there is a pond right in the middle of it. She's not dived in it yet. If there were ducks or something on the pond, that might be a different kettle of fish, as it were. But yeah, we're pretty good with her, and we're very lucky with our back garden. Our back garden is literally, we've made it dog friendly straight away, so it's AstroTurf flagging, but we've got little sections where like leaves have gathered and maybe a little bit of maybe the odd pot or something knocking about, and she does like to stick her face. She's not really dig, to be honest with you, but she does. When I can smell soil on, I'm like, where have you been? Anyway, there we go. Yeah, new podcast that'll be out today, guys. Right, let me scan down. Have a free day on Sunday for Mother's Day. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All the mothers out there, no calories count today. I've done the muscle foods, talked about that one. Let me scan up and see what's going on. Rachel Roo, good morning. Anything else? No. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's one of those. If you enjoy, what you should look at a sugar-free energy drink for is because you enjoy having them. And like I say, if it gives you a bit of a boost in the gym, or it gives you a bit, I don't drink coffee or anything like that. So my caffeine intake is literally from an energy drink once a week, you know, and once a day. And that's generally only Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday when I go to the gym. I think I've done the gym every day this week. I've done the gym every day this week. I'll be doing it tomorrow, and obviously I'll be doing it Saturday to teach my spin class. So on it this week. I've been considering AstroTurf. Milo was destroyed by God. Yeah, absolutely. I would not have. I mean, to be honest with you, our garden's a bit knackered. It actually comes up really. I need to spend. It gets a blitz around this time every year where, I give everything a good jet wash down. So the grass, it needs a good leaf blow and then a good jet wash. But yeah, AstroTurf is absolutely. it is essentially, it's just amazing. You can just let the dogs out in winter, they can go out, run around the garden, and they don't traipse mud into the house. Yeah, I could not have a dog and not have at least an AstroTurf section off where the only place the dogs can go to, Do they not dig up the AstroTurf? No. Well, we've got 2 dogs and they've never. I mean, they could try. I don't think they get through it. It's that hard wearing. I mean, trust me, Blossom can destroy anything in terms of toys and stuff. But yeah, no, she's never tried to dig through it. To be honest with you, I've not managed the gym this week. My knee's been painful, but I've managed my steps. All good, Lauren. Remember, they're the essential. They're number one. I'm team real grass. And you can't, look, don't get me wrong, I'm not. It's not that I don't enjoy grass. I just can't be arsed with the hassle and mess of it. I'm not a gardener. Couldn't be bothered cutting a lawn. Couldn't be bothered, don't want to pay a gardener to do it. So, and we don't have a massive back garden anyway. So, and AstroTurf, honestly, it's just amazing. It's ace to lie on in summer. It's clean. It's easy. You can just vac it with your Henry Hoover. Honestly, I wouldn't go backwards. I really, really wouldn't. It's like I always said I never wanted an automatic car. No, I never wanted an automatic car. I love driving a manual car. I love running through the gears, this, that, and that. I could never go back to having a manual car after having an automatic car. But must admit, clearly, yeah, that's it. And I just think it's one of them when you realise that, God, we've got friends that's got our friends, and when they bought a new house, and obviously when you buy a new house, you don't get the garden done, and they landscaped it themselves because Brad's a landscape. Well, he's a landscaper builder, and this and this. And I'm like, why have you gone for grass? Like, honestly, they've got a working cocker, and I'm just like, in winter they just run around, traipse mud into their house. The thing with our houses as well, our house is a bit backwards. Our back garden, our bedroom runs on you can get to the back of the house through the office that I'm in now in the utility room. So you don't have to walk through the house to get to the back of the house. But our bedroom backs on, because we live in a bungalow, is the access point to the back garden. So to just have dogs run out in the garden and then run into our bedroom and have mud track, just couldn't think of anything worse. I genuinely couldn't. I can't deal with the mess in the house. Also had to pull up the carpet and put laminate down. Yeah, I mean, we have laminate or LVT throughout the house, apart from the bedrooms. The bedrooms do have carpeting. Got a Vax carpet cleaner, which I use every few weeks just to keep on top of the carpet. But again, yeah, the dogs is just general stuff that, like I say, because our garden is basically, there's no mud, nothing for them to traipse in, so it is good. It keeps everything quite clean. Lovely. There we go. Not just weight loss. We discussed AstroTurf and stuff like that. And if you buy a good quality, ours was about as good a quality when we got it. We've had it down 8 years now. Ours was about as good a quality as you could get when we had it put down. And it just looks like normal grass. People are like, oh, does it not smell because your dog's wee on it? No, it has little holes in it. It all filters through. You jet wash it, you wash it. When it rains, it just, water doesn't sit on it. It just soaks straight through it. It's just like having normal grass, really, except no mess. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, let me scan down and see if I missed. Automatic cars are a game changer. They really are. They really, really are. And yeah, honestly, I just couldn't go back to having a manual. In fact, we're renting a car. We're going to Benidorm in June and renting a car, and I'm looking now, putting in, do you do automatic cars? Don't get me wrong, I can drive a manual, but I'd rather not nowadays. Yeah, I love my automatic car. Absolutely love it. And I think, it depends if you go. We've been looking at cars. Our car's up in 11 months. We've got 11 months when our lease ends on our current car. So I have been having a little look, because we normally order it about 6 months before, so it's just a straight swap over. So yeah, having a little look at cars at the moment. It's flipping expensive, aren't they? We're sort of waiting to see what the deal is with Rachel's, not the deal is with Rachel's new job, but obviously, we've only got one car, so now Rachel works full time. She's sort of taking the car every day, but she's only in Monday to Thursday, and I've got access to my mum. My mum hardly uses her car, so I can jump in my mum's car and use that whenever I need to have a run around. But we're sort of umming and ahhing about what to do. We're umming and ahhing about whether to go electric or not. again, we only lease our cars, so we only have it. If we went electric, we'd only have it for 2 years, then you just give it them back. But then I'm like, I don't know whether I can be bothered. I mean, we don't do any miles well, now Rachel's going to work, in fact, we do. But Rachel's new work has a charging port, and it's included in. You don't have to. You can charge at work, and it doesn't cost you. They pay for it as a privilege for work. Well, the offices that they rent is included in the rent for all the offices. There's like 4 charging ports there. So I'm like, well, if you got an electric car, it actually wouldn't cost us anything in fuel. It doesn't cost anything to fuel. It doesn't cost us. It wouldn't cost us if we got an electric car. Basically, it would make our petrol because Rachel can just charge it every day as long as it lasts. Because she doesn't go into. She only works in the office Monday to Thursday. So as long as if she fully charged it on Thursday and that lasted us until she went back to work Monday, it literally wouldn't cost us anything in fuel, which would save us 150, 200 quid a month. So yeah, we're looking at a few different options at the moment. We paid off our lease, and within 6 months was stolen off our drive. Had to buy a new one, big expense. Absolutely good. Yeah, we only lease. I've leased cars since 2018, since I became self-employed. I just do a business lease with the cars, and it's just one of them, innit? Like literally, a friend of mine works for a lease company, so we get a pretty decent deal. And yeah, since 2018, we just insure it, put fuel in it. We get maintenance, we get everything. And it's great. It just goes out and just tax. It doesn't cost you anything apart from maintenance, fuel and insurance. That's it. That's all we have to pay. And it's we just set ourselves a budget and have a look at what's about. Great. Fake grass for the Frenchies, game changer. It really, really is. The prices have jumped massively for leasing. Yeah, they have, to be honest with you. I mean, to be fair, we're having a little look. It depends what you're going for. Like I say, what we normally do is our friend works for a lease company. They're like, right, there's loads of these in stock at the moment, but it's just if you want that car. Like we've got a Tiguan at the moment, VW Tiguan, brilliant car. I'd have another one, and that's the same price. So we literally put 1 month down, 400 quid, and then it's 400. I think it's 400. I think we paid £403 1 month down. And it's £403 a month we pay for it, and that's it. That's all it, and then we just insure it and put fuel in it. Which for one car between two of us, we don't mind paying that sort of money. Anyway, if we were to swap now for a new one, it's 440. So it has gone up 35 quid, I think, or 37 quid or something like that. Cheapest car at the moment. My mate messaged me the other day, said, do you want a Nissan Qashqai? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. And he was like, yeah, we've got a hybrid Qashqai. You can get one of them 2-year lease, £240 a month, all in. That's it. I'm like, that is very tempting to save 200 quid a month on the car. But anyway, it is what it is. Just buy a car outright, Neil. I don't see the point. I used to. It's different strokes to different folks, but I just don't see the point. I like having a brand new car. I love it. I enjoy it. It's within our means. It doesn't cost, a brand new Tiguan it costs us 15 grand over 3 years, something like that. And if I bought a brand new Tiguan, 43 grand ours was brand new, would it be worth 28 grand in 3 years? Probably not. So I just generally don't see the point unless you're going to buy a 3-year-old car. But again, I can't be bothered with the hassle of it. I just love it. Pay it every month. I don't have to worry about getting MOT. Don't have to worry about breaking down. Don't have to worry about costing us anything. So I get it. It's different strokes to different folks, but it just works for us. It just works for us. I just for the sake of it, and generally it wouldn't save us that much money. And sometimes I don't mind spending a bit more if there's no hassle, So like I say, I can't be bothered MOT, servicing, all this and other. It's like just ring up VW, take it in, they give you a lease, a hire car or whatever it is. We pay £500 for a Mercedes and they hold their value if not stolen. Yeah, absolutely. And the insurance company is never going to give you the value of that car back. Absolutely gutted for you. Really, really is gutted. Gutted, absolutely. We're very lucky. We live in a very low crime area, and our insurance is really, really cheap. Insurance that was another thing. Last year it cost us nearly £600 to insure our car. $350 this year, so I don't know why insurance just went crazy for a few weeks. Ryan saying, "Good morning, mate. Can save so much with salary sacrifice. It all depends on, again, we do put the car through the company, and that's another reason that looking at an electric car, it would save us. I think we'd pay for the electric car I've seen, we'd pay £650 a month, which seems a lot, but I put it through the business and the tax relief on that would actually make it worth about £400 a month. So same as what we're paying now. And then if Rachel can charge it at work for absolutely nothing, so we won't pay £200, that's ended up costing us £200 a month, which is like, it's really, really tempting. But it is what it is, my door's going to bang. Is it? No. Right. Let me scan down and see what's going off. Not a lot. It's all good. So this week weight loss has been pretty decent. I tell you one thing that has massively changed since Rachel's gone back into work. My flipping steps, hellfire. I've gone from averaging 10, 11,000 steps a day to averaging 50. Oh, I knew my door was going to bang. To averaging 15,000 steps a day at the moment. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, I'm walking the dogs. I tried it yesterday. The dogs are a nightmare to walk together. And they just don't walk in tandem. And it's just kind of what they've got used to. So I'm walking the dogs separate, which is good, actually. It's getting me more steps in. So we used to do a 30-minute dog walk a day, right, in the afternoon. And then we do 15, 20 minutes in the evening. So we've always done 50 minutes a day. Now I'm kind of doing 20 minutes twice a day, and then we're doing half an hour in the evening. So it's only another 20 minutes or so of walking, but in 20 minutes you do another 2,500, 3,000 steps. So that's sort of bumped my steps up a little bit. So that's good. So steps are really, really good. I think I've done this week so far. I think I've done 50. I think I did 50. I think I've done 50,000 steps. Nearly 50,000 steps in the first 3 days. Today already, I've done 4,000 steps. I'm going to take the dogs out try. So by the time Rachel's getting home from work, I've done 10,000 steps. So when we do that extra sort of walk in the evening, it's just taking my steps through the roof, which is definitely a bonus. So steps are all good. Calories are all good. Smashing the gym in this week. So we're doing well. And I've kind of got my eye on the prize. I've got my little plan going forward. Got a nice quiet weekend. I think we're going to go out for a bit of tea on Saturday night. That might change. Next week, I've got like my first social event in the UK. Obviously, we went on holiday a few weeks ago, but I'd say my first social event. Got a friend's 50th to go to. Looking forward to that. Gonna have a couple of drinks, but nothing major. In my head now, I'm kind of like, should I just drive? That's what I'm kind of at in my head. I'm like, starts at 7, so I might get there for like 7:15, have a pint, maybe have 2 pints, and then stop drinking at, say, 8:30, and then stay for another couple of hours and just go on to Coke, so I'm fine for driving home. I think I'm going to drive up there and leave the car, and then just see what the vibe is. And if I'm like, I'm not feeling it, I'll just drive home. If it's a good, I'll just leave the car. It's only 2.5 miles from our. Then I might even walk up there on the Sunday to go and get the car. So that's a week on Saturday. Then we've got Easter. Easter's late this year, isn't it? It's is it 2 week? Is it in 2 weekends or 3 weekends time? I think it's 3 weeks on Saturday's Easter weekend, isn't it? 3 weeks on Friday's Good Friday. No plans for Easter at all. I was tempted to do a bit of a day out, go for a bit of a booze up. But not going to now because the week after I've got a head wedding, and that will be a bit of a boozy one. And I'm quite happy for that to be a bit of a boozy one. And then end of April, going to Fuengirola. Never been to Fuengirola. If you've got any tips or tricks or any advice or any bars or restaurants that you recommend. I mean, I'm going with a group of lads. I think there's 30 of us going, to be honest with you. It's a golfing holiday. I am not golfing. I do play golf. I've not played golf for years, actually. I've got a set of golf clubs. I was tempted to go and have a couple of rounds, but I'm going to use it to Well, I think there's only out of the 30 lads that are going, I think there's 20 lads golfing, 10 that aren't bothering. So just gonna sort of chill out a little bit really, and just enjoy a bit of sunshine and catching up with a good few mates that I've not seen for a few years. So that I'm looking forward to that. So plans are all good going forward. Hi, I normally do 15 to 20,000 during the week and 10 to 15 at weekend. Great, loads of steps, love it. I try to walk mile of 2 hours a day. That's where my 10,000 steps come from. That is a lot of walking. Really, we should walk the dogs. Probably longer than we actually do. But it's a bit of time. It's a bit of balance. We do tend to take them to the beach at least once. And it's nice this time of year because I'm taking Blossom down our lane, taking her into a field and just letting her off the lead. So I do a 20-minute walk. She does she sprints around the field. She doesn't stop for like 15, 20. She wouldn't stop for 2 hours, I think, if I took her that far. But she's quite a small dog. She's quite small for a cockapoo Blossom. She's only 7.5 kilos. And she's so active around the house. That's a big thing as well, which is why I don't worry too much. I say she never stops. She's fast asleep now. But yeah, she's so active. She's always here and everywhere. Frenchies are lazy, so only want 30 minutes a day. Yeah, we've dog sat a couple of different French bulldogs, and they're not bothered about going for W's at all. Betty's a bit like Betty sleeps so much nowadays. She's 8 next month. And so she's not old by any means, but she's getting older. Betty loves a walk. She loves going out, but she's not bothered whether she gets 10 minutes or an hour. She just likes going out for a bit of a sniff. She's not too bothered. Whereas Blossom, she does like a bit more of a run and a walk. My friend who is an accountant says the tax relief on electric cars is ending. It is. It will. Well, that's the thing with electric cars. It will end, and now you've got to pay road tax on them and this, that, and the other. So they're kind of going to die a death. But again, if you're leasing one, it is ending, and I think people have missed what you would call the big bump. But there is still going to be. There's always going to be. There is always going to be tax relief on them, and it's not as. It's never going to be as good as what it was maybe 2-3 years ago when they were really trying to push it. Yeah, so it just is what it is. But we're just having a look about and seeing what's what. I've kind of got a bit tight in my old age. I never used to be. I always used to be a bit of a chasing a bit of prestige, and always used to be really into my cars. And and now I just can't be. I'm like. There's just more important things than spending daft amount of money on cars. I mean, don't get me wrong, people probably think £400 a month's a daft amount of money on a car, but in 2025, is it? I don't know. I did want a Touareg, the one up from the Tiguan. I absolutely love him. But again, they're like, for the spec we want, £680 a month. I'm just not prepared to pay it. I'm like, £680 a month. That's like nearly 10 grand a year. That's a couple of very, very, very nice holidays. And that's more important to me than what car sat on me drive. Spent some money on a Mark 1 Capri. Hey, there's certain cars in life that are worth spending money on. And a Mark 1 Capri is definitely, what a classic, absolute classic car. My second car that I ever owned was a 1992 J-Reg Fiesta RS Turbo. What I paid £4,500 for that car in 1998. And I would give absolutely, it was 7 years old. And I paid £4,500. It might have been £5,500. I can't remember. I paid £4,500 for £5,500 in that. Late 98, early 99 it was. I would get that car would be worth 30 grand now. I would give anything to have that car again. Absolutely loved it. I've had some really good cars in my time as a kid, but I can't be bothered spending the money on them now. Flipping out, the neighbours here must think, what's going on today? I've got 3 deliveries coming today. That's flipping out. That's light work. In fact, I need to get my next mission today is I've ordered April on Tuesday, which means the brand new Boss Your Protein box is out on Tuesday. It's going to be another belter. I have ordered half the stock. which is coming today, only because Stefan's mentioned about deliveries. I'm going to order the other half now. But there are some absolutely belters. So the bar that was in last month's box that I said was one of the best bars protein bars I've ever had. Same bar, different flavour. Same brand, different flavour is in this month's box. There's some other really, really good products as well. There's a product from the US that I've been wanting to get, and they've got a little deal on them. It's quite an expensive product, but there's a product from the US in there as well that I've been wanting to try. So I've got some of those. So yeah, so if you want a Boss Your Protein box, you can. If you don't already, you can go and subscribe now, and I will send it out for you on Tuesday when they are released. So if you don't know what my Boss Your Protein boxes are, they are basically like protein snack boxes. They're different every month. They're a mystery box. You don't know what's in them. All I will tell you is the combined price of all the products individually is worth way more than what you pay. So if you subscribe and save the 20 quid, 20 quid. Hey, boss, have you been able to sort my... Yeah, you should have it, Emma. It should be with you. Let me have a look and see. Yeah, I sent it off. I sorted it out and sent it off. It says it's delivered, Emma. It says it's delivered. Yeah, you should have it. Let me just have a quick look at the tracking number. It said it was delivered yesterday at 1 o'clock. So I'm hoping you've got it. We've got full tracking details. Confirm postcode to get full tracking. Let me have a quick look. So yeah. It should be there. Unless they've put it in a safe place and you've not seen it. Let me track it for you. Normally they attach a photo to it. Let's have a look. It's been delivered, Emma, and it's in a house. I will send you a. Let me send you a. I'm obviously not going to put it on social media. Oh, I can't do a photo. I'll take a photo of it and I'll send it to you. But it's in a house in the middle of some other packages. So yeah, you should have it. I'll send you a picture. Checking it. No, it's in the house. It's definitely in the house, unless it's been taken in with a neighbour. But I've got a delivery photo of it and a GPS verified location of where it was delivered. So I'll send you a picture. Yeah, I've got March. Right. Sorry. Right. April. Yes, your subscription sorted, Emma. Yes, it will go through for April. It'll go through next week, actually, I think, for April. Let me have a look at your subscription. It says next orders. Let me check. When do you want your April box, Emma? Let me know when you want it. Because obviously the other subscription got mixed up and then I restarted it. So yeah, it says that the subscription is not going to go through for towards the end of April. If you want it sooner, I can change it to next week. I can change it to whenever you want to. So just let me know when you want it to go through, and I'll change the subscription. I was like, God, I hope you've got it. Morning, James. Hope you're good, mate. Let me scan down. See if I've missed anything. I don't think I have. No, we are all good. I'm going very, very shortly. I'm hungry. That's why I am going. And I'll change the delivery to the first of the month. So I know you're going to kind of get 2 back to back. If you want it any different, just let me know. If you want it going through at any different, let me know. But I've changed it to the first of the month. You should get an email. If you want it a bit later than that, let me know. So yeah, so we're all sorted there. Yeah, so if you want April's Boss Your Protein box, there's 11 items in there. You get a mixture of bars. Last month's had a shake in it, few protein bars in it. I try and put a protein snack in there as well, or 2. I mix it up. It's different every month, right? So you get a little bit of, what's in this month's box? But they're always value for money. I'll always make sure they're value for money. And yeah, I'm going to, before dinner time today, obviously got the weight loss coaching live at 11. Slightly different format. We're doing it in a Zoom format. So I'm going to test it, see how it works. But yeah, TikTok profile, Facebook, YouTube, get in my profile, just get into my link tree, scan down, it'll say Boss Your Protein box. I think it should say April. It says March, you can still order one. Oh, I've not put the stock in. Hang on. You won't be able to order one. I don't know if there's any stock. Let me have a look. Let me make sure I've changed the stock. No, it says there's no stock. Sorry if you've tried to order one. There's no stock. Right, let me Let me change the stock and make sure there is. Right. Oh, no. There isn't 30. Let me. I do have, I'm doing 36 boxes. I do have 30 subscriptions. So there's only 6 spare boxes if you don't subscribe. So if you want one and you don't subscribe, go and grab one. The stock's in there now. Go and grab one, and then I will post it off to you. Yeah, that's great. First of the month is good, as I don't get any spoilers. Like, right, okay, but yeah, so it'll be sent out to you on Tuesday, as per normal. Right, let me send now. Right, I think I'm going to shoot off, guys. I think I'm going to go and get some food because I am hungry. I'm going to grab my breakfast. I'll put a picture of my breakfast on. I saw it. I talked about this yesterday. I saw a recipe video pop up. I need to find it because I might film it for TikTok because it was brilliant. And this lady literally put blueberries in a shallow frying pan. Added. I put 50 ml of water in. I did 125 ml of blueberries with 50 ml of water. Left it on a really low heat for about 10 minutes. And all the blueberries started to sort of cook through and blister. And it went into like a jam. And then I just added 5 grams of honey to sweeten it up a little bit. And oh my God, it was absolutely amazing. And then I put it in a tub to cool, added 150 grams of yogurt and mixed it in. Absolutely delicious. What this lady actually did in the recipe was she made like a healthy kind of flapjack, like oats, maple syrup, and a few other bits and pieces. Put that in a container, right? Then made this blueberry sort of jam, as it were, and put that on top, and then did another layer of the oats, put it in the fridge, let it all set, and then cut it into like healthy kind of like, like oat bars, really. Into healthy sort of oat bars. So I'm going to try and replicate that recipe. Obviously, with a bit more of a protein twist. I might add a bit of protein powder into the. I'm thinking, like I do my flapjacks. Like I do my banana and peanut butter kind of oat protein muffins or flapjack, as it were. I'm thinking of doing it like that, but then putting this blueberry compote in the middle, but maybe not using. Instead of spreading peanut butter on, using banana, oats, a little bit of honey, protein powder, and then kind of, doing a layer of that, a layer of this blueberry sort of jam, and then a layer of the oats again, and kind of making sort of higher protein bars. Does that make sense? Anyway, leave it with me. I'm going to mess about with it. And we'll test the recipe out. And if it's good, I'll make it and I'll film it and I'll do it for YouTube. There was a new recipe out yesterday, by the way, on YouTube, guys. So if you've not gone and had a look, I've kind of done I call it my Boss Breakfast in a tin. Please go show it some love. If you can just watch it, it's 6 minutes. Like it, share it out, whatever you can. Same with any of my Facebook posts, guys. See any posts on Facebook, if you could just like them and share them, it means a lot. It takes you seconds to do it, but for us as a creator, it means a lot. Show it a little bit of love. That would be absolutely fantastic. I've not really promoted the recipe yet. I've just launched it onto my YouTube. I'm going to get it promoted out a little bit today. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to go get some food. I'll be back at 11 a.m. for this week's Weight Loss Coaching Live. We're going to do it on Zoom. It's going to be a slightly different format. I'm hoping the way I've managed to set it up on Zoom is it's going to be like a Facebook Weight Loss Coaching Live where it's just me on camera, right? And then you guys will just be in the chat feature and you can chat away to me and we'll see what it's like. And I'm going to record it and then I'll upload it to the Facebook group. And I'm also going to upload it to YouTube as well. But I'm going to upload it like privately to YouTube. So it's just exclusive to you guys in the community. But you'll also be able to, watch it back on YouTube and watch it back through the Facebook group. Anyway, leave it with me. If you're on plan in the community, if you're not on plan or in the community, why not? Ask yourself that question. Again, Linktree, TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube profile. Click on my Linktree. Send over an inquiry form. Hi, Neil. Can you send me details of your community? Can you send me details you want to on plan? I'll send you all the details. Get signed up. And then you can come and watch the Weight Loss Coaching Live, which we're talking about today. Good and bad times. I don't like using good and bad times. Better and worse. I don't like using the words good and bad, right? It's not that cut and short. better and worse times to lose weight. That's what we're going to discuss in this one. Right, on Planning the Community, I will see you lovely people in around about half an hour or so. Everyone else, I'm going to do a live this evening. I think I've scheduled it in at 8 p.m. I might do it at 7 p.m. I might do it at 4:30 again, if I'm being honest with you. So ignore the scheduled time. Whatever time I do it, if you're on plan again in the community, I will put it out there and I'll broadcast it out there so you don't miss. Yeah, I did it last night, 4:30, 5:30. Great. Went really, really well. Really, really good. So, guys, yeah, I'll see you later at some point. Have a great day. Right, TikTok, I'll sign off to you first. If you're not on plan in the community and I don't see you on the West Coast Live, hopefully I'll see you at some point later on today. And we can have another natter. But have a great Thursday if I don't see you. And I will be back tomorrow morning as well at some point. And you lovely people, Facebook, YouTube, yeah, again, if you're on Planning the Community, hopefully I might see you in about half an hour. If not, I will be back on at some point today. Just keep a look out. Make sure you subscribe to me on Facebook, YouTube, and you should get a notification of when I'm going live so you can come and say hello. Might do R4-ish like I did yesterday. That live seemed to go really, really well. Got really good engagement. It was really, really busy. If not, it'll be after tea later on this evening. Anyway, if I don't see you again, hopefully I will be back on tomorrow. So have a great day.